everyone, welcome back to Kinga's World. It's been a while. I've disappeared for about a week. If you are a subscriber of Kinga's World and you watch my videos regularly or as regularly as I post them, you know that when I disappear or I go quiet it's a clear sign that things are not great in here. Yeah, so I've been feeling sorry for myself, eating myself to death. No, like not that bad, but gaining weight, not sticking to diet, not exercising, feeling sorry for myself, not sleeping and all that. But I decided that like a week break from the videos, it's long enough. It's time to come back. And I've been thinking for a few days like what videos I can make next. And this morning I woke up and I had a few messages on Instagram from people who follow my channel here on YouTube, and they were like, when are you making video about the statement? And I was like, what statement? Like, have you seen the Chris Ingham's video? And I was like, whoa, what? So clearly I was not really watching YouTube last night. I went to bed early because I was really tired. So this morning, 20 minutes before I had to leave for work, I went on YouTube and I found a video. And I've watched it. I suffered to 22 minutes of this video. So as I was asked for a comment on the subject, and as you know, I've made quite a few videos on the subject. Yes, I'm one of these people who put this family name in the title for views. No, I'm not. I put the title, this family name in the title because I want people to care about grooming, texting young girls and all that. But hey, let me get to the subject. So I look at the video. It's like 22 minutes. Someone is coming clean. Someone is going to tell us their side of the story. And boo, how disappointing was that? Oh my God, I don't even know where to start. First of all, let me start telling you about this really, really low and sad voice, about this looking straight in the camera, making your audience connect to you and tell you how very, very, very sorry you should all be feeling for me, the person who's been accused of all these things. I'm not surprised that it took 2 months or whatever long it was for this person to release this video, because hey, I'm sure he was taking acting classes. For someone who spent 12 years in various acting drama classes and all that, it was shit performance, by the way. But if you want your audience to connect with you, if you are lying and you want people to believe you, if you want people to feel sorry for you, you look right in the camera, or you look them right in the eye if you're face to face, you lower your voice, you pull your sad puppy eyes, and you tell them how very sorry you are, how you're suffering because of all the bullying, and oh my fucking God, like, oh my God. So yeah, the voice was fake, the tone of the voice was fake, the whole behavior, oh my God. I don't even believe in God, and I keep saying, oh my God. So statement was long overdue, as we all know. Before I get any further, I'm sure that this video will get loads of thumbs down and hate from lovely, how do you call them? Oh my God. I have a confession. I have not watched a single vlog of Ingham family since they went to Australia. So it's been like, what, over a week? Now I don't have withdrawal symptoms. But because I have not been watching them, I forgot how do you call these people that watch them? The crazy ones that leave crazy comments. You guys, you are iPhone. So I'm prepared for a lovely comments from members. I might even be able to bring hater of the day comments, so if you want, please leave a hate comment and I'll give you a shout out. But I'm sure there'll be also people watching it because they like commentary videos. So I was going to make my reaction to video, but hey, I was running late for work already and this video made me even more late. So no, I will just tell you what my reactions were this morning. If I was recording it this morning, I think I'll have to beep quite a lot of things because I wanted to say. So, YouTubers are known for making apology videos. Every now and again, big YouTuber fucks up. And fucks up big time. So we have YouTubers making pregnancy pranks that upset loads of people. We had YouTubers lying about the amount of money they had. We had YouTubers lying about being in accidents. We had YouTubers lying that they've been kidnapped. Recently, and I don't even watch them, but recently, like, what videos keep popping on my screen about, is it Ace family from America? That they faked the robbery in the house or something? That's like the lowest of the low, I think. A part of allegedly grooming people, obviously. So YouTubers make these videos and they always sit there, they dress up nicely and they always talk, look in the camera, and then just talk in this quiet, silent, very calm voice, how sorry they are. Normally these videos make me laugh. Sometimes I feel a bit sorry for them, saying like, oh my god, you just got lost in this fight for views, subscribers and money, and I do feel sorry for them at the end. Today was the first time in forever that I've watched, I can't say apology video, but like coming clean video or my side of the story video, and oh my god, I was actually angry. I was angry when I watched this video because everything from the fake voice, fake behavior, fake facial expressions to everything that was coming out of this man's mouth was making me angry. To the point I went to work angry, and I was angry for about an hour at work. And it was my last day before 4 days off, so I had to have busy and productive day today, and for the first hour I was just angry. So, on to the things that Chris Ingham said. As I said in every single one of my videos that I made on the subject, and please remember that my very first video was, why am I not surprised that Chris Ingham or that Inghams are not talking about the story in their videos? That was my very first video. From then, every single one of my videos, I said, allegedly, blah, blah, blah. So, I said, I've never seen the proof that any of the girls were underage. I never seen the proof that any of these girls were 12, 13, 15. Yes, I do agree that 16 is still way too young to be receiving this kind of messages or being involved in sexual activity with 30-something-year-old men. But I always said, these girls were young, but unfortunately not young enough for him to get in trouble with law. Or maybe fortunately, because at least if he was messaging young women, at least he wasn't messaging children. I still think that all the girls were 16 or over. I do not believe that Chris Ingham was messaging really young girls. If I missed any videos, any screenshots, any proofs that there were younger girls, I missed them. I have not seen them. If I'm wrong and there are any, please let me know. But I haven't seen any. I think that all the girls were over 16. So in this video, Chris is telling everyone that he's not a groomer. He's not a pedophile. He's not a child fiddler or something. I don't know. But if you watch the video, and most probably you did, that's why you're here watching the follow-up from me and like lots of other YouTubers. So he's saying all those things, but he not once says that I did not message girls over 16 years old. And I think the whole story started with 16-year-old girl, because I think Jess was 16, wasn't she? So yeah, You're clearing your name from the story about being pedophile and all that. As I said, never been part of this story, never actually believed that girls were under 16. But I believe that he was messaging girls over 16. But there's no mention of this thing. Like, you would think that if someone is coming clean or giving us his side of the story, he's going to tell us that, okay, I messed up, I sent few flirty messages to young women. Sorry. Even if you like do it this way, like play down, you know, like, oh, I never cheated on my wife, but I've just sent some flirty messages. You will think he's an asshole, but you will kind of feel sorry for him and his family. I stopped feeling sorry for his, ooh, we're getting blurry, sorry guys. I stopped feeling sorry for his very, very, very pregnant wife. Bear with me a sec. So I stopped feeling sorry for his very, 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 very pregnant wife. And it's not just me being silly, like I'm just repeating things from that video. Long time ago, because... No, you know what? This is a video about Chris and his story. I'm not going to talk about his wife. Not in too much detail anyway. So... if you only had some balls and say like, yeah, I've messaged some young chicks, well, I fucked up. I'm 30 something. It's nice to, you know, stroke my ego, having like young girls, you know, not young girls, young women messaging me back and all that. But it was just, you know, I'm going to tell you my story. I did not message children. I am not pedophile. I'm not an online groomer. I think you can groom someone even if they are over 16, don't you? I'm pretty sure you can. Because you're just going for someone who's a vulnerable child or adult and sending them certain messages, allegedly sending them certain messages, can be classed as online grooming. I might be wrong, because what do I know? I don't have solicitors on my side. So the fact that the adult or almost adult girls and their stories were ignored, that's what got my back up first. And then what annoyed me, and I'm sure it annoyed thousands of people, was the fact about how we all almost destroyed his brand, his business. And I think that's been mentioned quite a few times. My brand, my business. I do understand that YouTube is your only sort of income, or YouTube related things are your only sort of income, source of income at the moment, because you both quit jobs. And YouTube is how you earn money. But let me tell you something. Quite a lot of people who are watching the videos of Ingham family. I don't have children, so yet. So when I see them taking their girls for holiday, I look at it and I'm like, shit, I wish I had all this money to spend to take my kids on all these holidays and all that, or buy them all these new toys and all the things that they want. So it doesn't bother me that much, but I know from reading comment sections on loads of different videos or online anywhere, lots of people who have young children the similar age that their children, it's hard not to be jealous of what they are giving to their children. And you know, we have young families similar age with, as I say, kids to the similar age to their children, and they can't afford to give their kids the same things that Inghams are giving their daughters. So if their kids are watching it, they seeing their little ones having, you know, 50, 100 or whatever birthday, Christmas gifts and all that. I think kids want it as well. They don't understand that, you know, my parents can't afford it. So I'm sure that some of these parents are jealous. And as I say, most probably if I had children, I would be, because I would not be able to afford to buy the same things for my kids. So when you tell people, like, if you want to make people feel sorry for you, saying you're going for my brand, you're going for my business, you know, we could lose our home, our kids could lose their private school and all that. I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure that this was the stupid statement to add in this video, because most of these people don't feel sorry for you. They will think like, we are humans. Jealousy is like human reaction, human feeling. So if someone's got a lot and you have a little, and you have a chance, like lots of people, like they don't think, oh my god, like I need to try very hard to have like the same thing as they do. No, lots of people will be like, well, I might not have a lot, but if I can do anything for them to have very little, I will do it. So saying that in a statement that I mean, as an online community, anyone who opened their mouth or typed a comment, made a YouTube video, that we almost cost your business, your house, or whatever, your schools for your kids, I don't think that was a good argument to use in that, honestly. I think people don't give a shit about this one, but that's just my opinion. I'm not like a solicitor, and I'm not like PR company that helped you to create all that and gave you advice not to make a YouTube video. What else was in this video that was really like, ugh? Amount of times when we had my very poor, very pregnant wife, you freaking caused this stress for your children and for your wife. You caused it. You've been sending messages to, allegedly sending messages to 16 or over years old girl. Let's say, I don't think they were children, and I hope there were no children, but we've seen screenshots, and I can't believe, or I don't want to believe, that every single screenshot or message or whatever we've seen was fake. I believe that maybe one of them, at least one of them, was true. But as I said, they were not sent to my phone. The emails were not sent to me, Snapchats or whatever, so maybe they were fake. Maybe. But you keep saying, my poor wife, my poor children. Like, you caused this situation. You put them in this situation, and by keeping it quiet for 2 months, you made the situation much worse. Because if you addressed that issue weeks ago, then by now, knowing YouTube and the fact that there was always some new drama coming up, your story will be like long forgotten by now. If you made a real statement once this story first came out, and I don't mean this Twitter statement or whatever it was, wherever it was posted, but you made this statement, by now we will all move on to new drama, I'm sure. And then a story about being held at holding cell at Australian airport. Brings tears to my eyes. Did I believe that it happened? Yeah, I do. And why did it happen? Because there's thousands of concerned people believing in the story that Chris Ingham was grooming children and young adults online. I believe that loads of their supporters are from Australia, and some of them believed in the story, some of them didn't. But I'm sure that it takes only one person to make a call, email or whatever, tip off for the border force, I don't know what they called in Australia, to actually look into that. I think I'm a really sad person, but I think from watching like UK border force or like Australia border, you know those programs that used to be on TV, like Pick TV or Dave or whatever it was. Australia is a very strict country. Like, they don't let just anyone in there. They don't let you bring weird products. They don't let people who like have the criminal history in there, or like serious criminal history. I don't know obviously all the laws and details, but I'm pretty sure that if the country is so strict with who they are letting into the country, if there is allegation of someone being, I think, what was the allegation? That being wanted by UK police, obviously they're going to take it seriously. A, because they want to help, if that's true, they want to help UK police to catch the person, and B, they don't want a person like this coming in the country. So if the story was true, which I do think, yeah, possible, it was true. I actually do believe it was true, but we didn't have to hear this story. The story was only added to this video, I believe, to make us feel sorry for this person. And it didn't make me feel sorry at all. It made me angry, even more angry. The whole video made me angry. I should have just stick to watching like pandas and cats and pregnancy announcement or soldiers coming home videos instead of watching that this morning. Did I cover everything that annoyed me about this video? No, not yet. And then there is this part about how like Chris is blaming people who write nasty, vile comments online, and then he's talking about the small YouTubers who make videos about him and his story just for clickbait, just for views, just to make money. Well, I don't make money on YouTube. I don't get a single penny from my videos. I don't get enough views from my videos to get my videos on my channel in general monetized. So before I start, like, I would have to make another 50 clickbaity videos with this family or another big YouTuber or big brand names to get enough views to have my channel monetized or my videos monetized. Yes, I gained quite a few subscribers around the time when I made the first video or second video on the subject. I also lost quite a lot of them, which means some of them were here just for the drama. But then since then, I've been making other videos about Kinga's World, about me, myself, my story. And yeah, I'm not getting 15,000 or 5,000 views. I'm getting 100 views, 80 views, 70 views. And you know what? I appreciate every single one of the views. And the same people commenting on my videos, which means I know that I have very small, but very loyal, very nice audience that actually sits here and watch my videos. Another 21 minutes rambling and I'm not even done yet. And I'm sure that there's at least few people still sitting here and watching this video. I love you guys. You know who you are. So I'm going to try to wrap it up because people do normally lose attention and they get bored after about 20 minutes and they dislike just because video is too long. So I covered how annoyed I was, I covered how fake the tone was, how the acting classes didn't quite work out, how I don't believe that the girls were underage, but I do believe that the messages were sent to girls over 16, how this was not addressed in this video. I covered how using your wife and kids for sob story, what is left? OCD and anxiety and fear of being physically attacked. I'm not gonna make a joke of it because I do suffer from anxiety, with anxiety. I never know how to say that. Please cut me some slack, I'm a foreigner. So I do suffer with anxiety. I know what panic attacks are. I know what OCD is. I've actually made a video, so you know that I understand and I know how it feels. Does Chris suffer from anxiety at the moment and stress? 100% I believe. Is his OCD really bad at the moment? 100% yes, I believe that is happening. He's in a stressful situation. He's been in a stressful situation for the last 2 months. So I do understand. And as I said, I feel sorry for anyone who is suffering with depression, anxiety, stress, OCD and all that, because I can feel your pain. So on this one subject, I can relate with Mr. Ingham. The part about being frightened of someone walking up to you on the street and punching you, assaulting you or whatever, it is scary. And then if you suffer from anxiety, it's 10 times worse because you're expecting it every time you turn around. But maybe it's because people don't like certain behaviors, and if you did send these messages to these young women, don't be surprised that people are annoyed. I hope that nobody's going to physically hurt him because I do not wish physical harm to the worst enemy. I hope nobody's gonna like confront him and shout at him and call him pedophile in front of his children. I hope it did not happen before. I think a part of Isabel, the other two are way too young to deal with this kind of crap, and I do hope they don't understand all the extent of all of it. And I do hope that by the time they go to school, their school will know how, or schools, because they're different schools, will know how to deal with the story and don't let other kids bully them or ask them like weird questions about it. If you're that scared about someone confronting you on the street, I'm sure you make enough money to hire a security or, I don't know, call the police if you feel threatened. So that was another thing, like trying to gain sympathy in my eyes. And the last thing that actually annoyed me, and I don't think it's just me, I think I've seen some videos or read some comments, people mentioning it. By we I mean us small YouTubers who's been keeping this story going, not for views, not for likes, but to raise awareness about online grooming and people abusing their position of power, or like being a big YouTuber in general, to groom people or to get people to do what they want them to do. I've been talking about it, that like you should go and get some help, talk to your parents, talk to police or whatever. I did not put any links to any organizations like, is it NSPCC? See, I don't even know. I know the organization and what they do, but because I do not know, because I never had to deal with any organization like this, I do not know the links, I do not know who to contact. I work in the healthcare industry, so I know a bit about safeguarding, but I work with adults. So I think the laws are a little bit different about children. But I did say, you know, go for help and all that. But there were other YouTubers who were putting links and useful information, phone numbers, how to contact the agencies or government, you know, organizations or charities, being able to help people who were online groomed, or they think they might be subject of online grooming. So for someone who's been accused of that, putting links to this kind of websites in their videos, it upsets me. And I might be really wrong. As I say, Chris Ingham might be 100% innocent. He have never even messaged 16, 18, 20-year-old girl. But if he did message women behind his wife's back, and they were over 16, it's still wrong. And you telling, you know, I wish, you know, if you feel like you've been affected by this issue, please go and seek help. That's just wrong. That's just pushing the sympathy card just a little bit too far. Like talking about your pregnant wife and your poor children and your anxiety wasn't enough. I really, really hope that this is going to be my last video on this subject. I really hope that no new evidence will come out. I really hope that the girls who first came out with the story will find some peace and will be more careful online. I do not 100% blame them for anything that happened. If things happened, they were victims. But I hope they're more careful who they talk to, who they choose as their idols, who they interact with online. But I really think that after this video, that actually annoyed more people. Than the whole idea behind this video was to make people sorry, but I think it annoyed more people than actually make them feel sorry for Chris Ingham. If it actually comes out in the future that the allegations were true and those 16, 18, 20-year-old girls were actually messaged by him, if I were him, I would be like, I would be really, really upset, or not upset, really ashamed that I've posted links to website that's supposed to support victims of this kind of behavior if I actually did that. So I really hope that Chris Ingham is happy with his video, and I really hope that the die-hard iFam fans are happy with the statement. Me, as ex-iFam, not my iFam, I wouldn't call myself iFam, but Ingham family subscriber, I'm not satisfied with this video. I'm not satisfied with the story. I don't believe in 90% of what was said in there. I only believe the fact that Chris did not message or sexually, try to groom any underage kids. I do not believe that. I don't think he's a pedophile, and as I said from video number 1, I don't think that's the case. So I believe that, and I believe that his anxiety, stress and OCD are really bad, because I can relate to that. Everything else, I think it was just a video to gain sympathy and gain some of the followers that they lost back. But hey, leave the comment, subscribe, leave the hate comment if you want, so I can give you hater of the day shout out. If you like this video, comment. If you agree with me, comment. If you don't agree with me, comment. I really hope that's the last on this subject, and I hope that no other evidence will appear and I will have to talk about it again. I'll be back hopefully tomorrow with something about King as well, an update on what's been going on with me. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.